Chicago, where it seems that a police officer was fired over raid at the wrong home where a black woman was handcuffed naked. The Chicago Police Board voted 5-3 Thursday to fire Sergeant Alex Walensky for multiple rules violations and failure of leadership in the raid. Anjanette Young, a social worker, was getting ready for bed in February 2019 when several officers serving a no-knock warrant stormed into her apartment in Chicago's near West Side searching for a man they believed to have an illegal gun. Young social worker, yeah, right, just read that. Police body camera footage of the raid showed that officers handcuffed Young, who was naked when police arrived. I don't know if we want to play any of the video, but as she repeatedly told them that they were in the wrong place. The city's law department said Young was naked for 16 seconds, but the covering officers put on her kept falling off before she was allowed to get dressed several minutes later. Young later sued the city over the raid, resulting in Chicago City Council voting unanimously in December 2021 to pay her $2.9 million to settle the suit. Young said in a statement released Friday by her attorneys that Walensky's firing is only a small piece of the justice for which I have been waiting. While my heart goes out to his family because they now suffer the consequences of his abhorrent misconduct, I wish all 8 members of the Chicago Police Board would have recognized the need and urgency for Sergeant Walensky's removal, she said. Walensky, who joined the department in 2002, was accused of violating 8 department rules, including inattention to duty, disobedience of an officer, and disrespect to or maltreatment of any person. While the incident happened before former Mayor Lori Lightfoot took office in May 2019, her administration later tried to block the police video from airing on television and rejected Young's Freedom of Information request to obtain video of the incident. Young later obtained it through her lawsuit. Well, just another shot at, the value of I guess, what is that? The statement on the value of race, gender, sexual identity to elected political office in this situation. Wow. Anyway.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad she got some money. I'm glad he got fired. I can't help but agree with that statement that I can't help it on some level feel a little bit for his family. And I'm here for all the shots at that. I can't help it. But I get that statement. But, anyway, what do you all think?
Police policing, the politicians politicianing. I mean, the capitalists capitalisting.
Capitalizing.
Okay, thank you. And
wow, yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna cherish that moment. I'm gonna cherish it. Thank you, ear doctor.
I remember when that happened. I don't know if it was a story that was just, out on the news when it happened, but I do remember the actual story of the woman. So it's nice to see that she was able to, I wouldn't call this justice, right? But I would say it's nice to see that she finally has some type of, compensation and closure for herself, But as she's stating, it's never enough, right? Like none of this is ever enough. You're not gonna obviously see a response from politicians because we see how Lori Lightfoot, chose to handle the situation and her allegiance to the police. And so I think that, and then just the whole concept of these no-knock warrants, like what gives the police, agency to be able to have these no-knock warrants. Obviously, a judge probably signed it, right? So like there's all of these issues that continue to happen, right? And then even thinking about like what election season, right? When we're thinking about like what it means to organize around these elections, a lot of these politicians, judges shouldn't feel comfortable in their seat, right?